Hi everyone. Um, I'm really, really happy to be here tonight. I am going to thank technology because for once in my life, technology is working with me. My except that, except that. Oh wait, wrong thing. Except that my laptop just came back from being repaired about an hour ago. I have been setting up absolutely everything from scratch. You all know the feeling when you've got to do that. Passwords, the whole thing, and some sort of way I can't get the light of a camera to be right. So I look like a ghost again. And I haven't been looking like a ghost for some time now. So I don't look like a ghost anymore because I'm actually not all this white anymore since I started taking thyroid medication. So tonight I just have to live with me looking like a ghost. Okay, here's Muffin. Muffin just arrived. All right, let's settle in and let's talk about the topic. And I just want to check if anybody's watching. Please just confirm for me that everything's working right, and then we'll carry on and chat. Have a short little chat about feeling lonely, feeling isolated. Not a lot of us who are going through that. It's a plague, I would say. It's our current, not only our current world situation, that we've just come out of isolation, so many of us, but also just the way that society have changed, that we are now not part of bigger modular groupings of families anymore. We are traveling all over. We are working in different cities, in different countries, and very often the single life, which hasn't been a regular thing a century ago, 50 years ago. But this is where we are now. So the single life is going to, you have your own apartment, you have to get out, do your job, set up your own circle of friends, and it's not the family around you, and growing up in the same community and being there forever where you feel safe and people know you. So we have to learn whole new skins and layers of braveness in order to be in the world, which is not a bad thing, because it also affords us the opportunity to grow ourselves, to be brave, and to add more skills, human skills, to our repertoire. So if we take all of this into consideration, okay, we can very easily be lonely. Now, if it started with adult child syndrome, when you feel like a little adult way too young, you're going to be walking around with a lot of limiting beliefs, and you're going to be walking around with a lot of rigid beliefs and outlooks, which those things are going to make you want to have certain rules in place in your life so that you can feel safer in your life. Now, unfortunately, I'm going to go with two top rules. So the first top rule is you've got to look okay, you've got to blend in with everybody else to be acceptable. So it's not something inside you is not as acceptable as everybody else, and therefore make sure you blend in so that you can feel acceptable. Right, so that we start with that one. Now that one is a bit of a bugger up, because as soon as we start to want to feel like somebody else, want to look like somebody else, if we want to start blending in, we don't then show up as ourselves. And when we don't show up as ourselves, it is harder to connect people to who we really are. So we've got to really first connect to who we are inside, not show up to please other people, to fit in. We've actually got to start to like ourselves, love ourselves, accept ourselves, become connected to who is inside, and let that person come out and be real in the world. Because when you're being real, you are attracting people more easily, better, your real people, the people that will celebrate you and love your uniqueness and love the only person that you can be. So if you try and fit in, you are not going to be real, and then it's harder to attract people to the real you. Also, it's really hard work. It sucks. So just stop doing it. The real person is an awesome person. Let that person shine and be free, and then watch the magic happens, because then you attract your real tribe. Second problem is that part of us is that we believe we can not easily ask help. We believe we have to always look fine from the outside, no matter what's going on inside. We have to look fine. We can't share our vulnerabilities. Vulnerability is a swear word, it's an ugly word. It's not something we think we can do. We think we have to be strong for everybody else. We don't think that if we grew up too early, with that syndrome of growing up too early and being a little adult way before you should have, or you adapted any of life's little traumas or big traumas into your psyche, which we all do, then we walk around with this idea that other people are more important than us, and that we can be there to help other people, but people won't be there to help us, and we can't show weakness. But of a schoolyard attitude, I can't show weakness, a camp with lions. This is not meant for human beings. So maybe in the boardroom, that's another story. Don't go out and be a liar. But when you are in your life with your friends and the people that are nearest to you, your tightest relationships, that is where you're supposed to show up and be human. And so show your vulnerabilities, share your insights. Inside, what's going on inside, share it. And if it's real, if you're struggling, if you're having a tough day, share it. None of us have to be bulletproof. None of us have to be on point all the time. None of us have to be superwoman, Superman, and not have an off day, not have emotional problems, not have losses to deal with. Each and every one of us can look for help, find help. I do that, things happen in my life like everybody else. And there are just times when it sucks. I've just got to actively go through my feelings, got to find somebody who's willing to listen to my story, share it with somebody who's in my tribe. And my people in my tribe is my true tribe, because I am me. Hey, I show up. This is me. Who you see, it's no fancy persona that gets put on for Facebook or YouTube or anything else. This is me. No interest in being anybody else. And because of that, I've got real people in my circle, and I can be vulnerable. And it's that. Put those two together, and you have an amazing magic solution. So I want to just go check. Okay. Hi, Mitchell. Oh, okay, good. You can see me on Facebook and on YouTube. Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Great to see. So let me see. Let me see if there's any questions. Let me see if anybody's making some aha moment connections there. In the meantime, what I'll do is I will remind everybody that please ask your questions, make your comments, and it's on 3 different places: in the group, on my Facebook page, and on YouTube. I think it's easiest to find everything on YouTube, because the latest video will always jump to the top. And also on YouTube, what we do is we put a link in for you so that you can find all the other tiny seeds that has happened before. So that's very handy on YouTube. And wherever you watch, when you come in afterwards, I will just tag me. I will go in. I will reply to your questions. Everyone is valuable, and for everyone, thank you for your time. Really appreciate it. Right. So let me see. No comments today, and I know I can never jump off too fast here. So what I'll do is I will remind all of you that tomorrow on Thursday I'm having a masterclass. It will last probably about an hour and a half, 2 hours, depending on how many questions. It is about drama, triangles, and how trauma influences that. So if you know of anybody who's got a lot of drama in their life, then this will help solve it, because we can quite clearly see, okay, I'm doing this and I'm doing that, and yeah. And we can also start seeing other people doing that. And once we start seeing I'm doing that, that person is doing that, we can step out of the game, and it's a So it's a really valuable masterclass. And if you don't have a link, I will post it on my Facebook page tomorrow. And if you don't have a link, then just ask for it. I'll send it to you. Right. Let me see. Thank you for that. Let me see. Thanks, mate. I like the hearts, and anybody else, if we just give us some hearts. And no questions today? Right. Then I am going to keep it very short and sweet, because that's what I promise with Tiny Seeds. It's just a little jump in quickly, talk to you guys, tell you what's going on, and share a little bit of what I'm doing. And then we jump off again. All short and sweet. So thank you for everyone who has watched, and thank you. Let me just find my song. And thank you for everyone who's coming back on the replay. And remember, keep on giving the hearts. We love those. And share with anybody that you know is feeling lonely and don't even know where to start. There's much more to be said about the subject of feeling lonely. And so maybe just before we all sign off, I just want to say that if you are feeling lonely, the first thing in life is to start building your self-esteem. Self-esteem makes everything easier. Without self-esteem, we have a lot of negative influences, results, holdbacks in our life. And so I'll talk about self-esteem a little bit more next time. And until then, I'm going to just send you lots of love. Keep the hearts coming. If you watch on YouTube, please follow and share. Lots of love. Bye.